Shall we start?
Yes.
Am I visible and audible?
Saturday times, I got a message for you in the chat box. Can you please check before you start? Sorry, thank you.
Okay.
DTM Srini.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Welcome to 308th meeting of Horizon Toastmaster Club, club number 010972555, area 31, Division F, district 79. This is your boy, the sergeant at arms of this club. The mission of our club is to provide a sportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we may proceed, I would remind you to please mute your cell phones or set them on silent mode, and ensure to please avoid any unnecessary noise while meeting is in progress. Please remain muted when the speakers are speaking to avoid any unnecessary distractions. Now, I would like to call our presiding officer for tonight, Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmasters Iqbal, for the amazing opening. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests from all around the world. Thank you all for gracing our meeting with your presence today. Have you all heard about elephant syndrome? Can you please raise your hands? All right, there are a few hands raised. Don't we all wonder why huge elephants are tied to a tree with a thin rope? One can wonder that is it difficult for elephants to break those ropes or chains? They weigh hundreds of kilos. Just a little movement and they can break those chains, but they don't. This is because of the elephant syndrome. They are made to believe that it's forbidden for them to even think about any such effort. Let me share my screen. With these elephants, when these elephants are just babies and smaller, they are tied to exact same rope or chain. At that time, this rope was more than enough to restrict them from running away and to keep them exactly where they are. As they grow up and become older and stronger, same rope is used, but elephants themselves believe in their mind that they will not be able to untie themselves, and hence they never try to set themselves free. Isn't it all familiar for us as well? Aren't we changed to certain beliefs that are preventing us to explore new horizons? It's not forbidden to try out new things, is it? Same thing happened to me a while back. I have gained a decent amount of weight. Now it's a huge pressure from family and friends to shed this. Otherwise, I am a hopeless case for a potential girl for marriage. I would argue, what about the personality? Personality? No one cares about that. I decided that I have to do something and decided to go back to my swimming routine when I used to swim and maintain my weight. This is me swimming, my favorite style, freestyle. Did you notice one thing? There is a nose clip. I've been using this nose clip since the start when I learned how to swim. I was the slave of this chain and my mind was not willing to get rid of it. My mind was trained to believe that it's inevitable for a swim session. Last week, I went to the gym for a swim session and discovered that I've forgotten the clip at home. Oh, I will not be able to do swimming today, I thought. I left the gym and was walking towards my car. And then I realized, why am I missing a session just because of this? I decided to go no matter what. At the start, I had a couple of sneezes. Achoo! But then I started enjoying it. I felt that I am free. And yesterday was my fourth session without the chains of this clip. I set myself free, though by accident, but it's one of the greatest feelings. Fellow Toastmasters, it's not too late to break your chains as well. It's not forbidden at all. How many times did we believe we are stuck somewhere and there is just no way out of a certain situation or incident? How often did we just decide not to give it another try or walk again on a road that had roadblocks just because we failed? We are often actually held back with limitations that we unconsciously or consciously put on ourselves through our minds, which were created in our past or from our previous experiences. This story of invisible chains made by our own minds says it all. Just like the elephants, we just go nowhere. Break the chains and free your mind. It's the only way.
1 second.
With this thought, I would like to warmly welcome our special guest tonight again, DTM Shahbaz Ali, DTM Abdul Gafoor. I would also like to acknowledge DTM Gerald Ong, Toastmaster Sravanti Valampati, our regular guest, Toastmaster Tuaila, Ankit, Mobina, and all others. Thank you for joining us today. A huge round of applause for them.
Great story, Hassan. Woo!
Thank you, Dada. Minutes of meeting will be shared through email as our secretary had an emergency and couldn't make it today. So we are moving forward to our next line of action, which is the induction of new members. For this, I would like to call upon our transformational coach, people's person, committed and compassionate coach, Toastmaster Sangeeta Bhattacharya. Toastmaster Sangeeta Bhattacharya, virtual stage is yours.
Thank you so much, President. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is an honor to do this, and bear with me, I am going to do it for the first time, so I need all your support. Thank you so much. With that, let me begin. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct Toastmaster Hina Khalid, Toastmaster Ala Muhammad, and distinguished Toastmaster Sridhar, our new members, into the Horizon Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion, both for our new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership, and we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call our new members forward and ask them to join me at the virtual lectern. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is complete. Toastmaster, can you please spotlight Toastmaster Hina Khalid, Toastmaster Dr. Ala Muhammad, and distinguished Toastmaster Sridhar. Thank you. So, Master. Toastmasters, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As a member of the Horizon Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Madam Vice President Education, Have these members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told how the Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligation of membership?
Yes.
Thank you. Who have been, okay. Who have been assigned as mentors for these new members? Madam Vice
Toastmaster
President.
Lada Lisniak and also Sangeeta Bhattacharya.
Thank you, Madam Vice President Education. Would these Toastmasters please stand? As experienced Toastmasters, you have been asked to help these new members get off a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership? Although I would like to say that we will have distinguished Toastmaster Sridhar, who probably will choose to mentor most of the Toastmasters in the club, and we have the honor of having you.
Glad to do that.
Thank you so much.
And
Toastmaster
me too.
Lada, yes,
Oh.
Toastmaster Lada and myself, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Whatever you guys need.
Yeah, we're always here to help you. Thank you so much. Now, membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it is also places certain obligation upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please face your fellow members and affirm your membership by repeating the following words. So I think we put our right hand now up, all of us. So we, in the presence of our fellow members of the Toastmasters, Horizon Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationship with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters. Would all the club members please stand and repeat your club's pledge to its new members? All the club members now. We, the members of Horizon Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. You may now applause.
Amen. Congratulations and welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome on board, new members.
Welcome.
Yay.
You're in for an amazing ride.
Over to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta Bhattacharya, for the wonderful induction ceremony. I would like to congratulate our new members and wish them success in their Toastmaster journey. Once again, a big round of applause for that. Now, it's time for me to hand over this virtual stage to none other than our seasoned Toastmaster, who is a teacher by profession and passion, a budding online entrepreneur, a huge fan of Maria Callas, living each day like it's the last day. Please help me welcome Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Noel Invento. Virtual podium is yours.
Wherever you are in the universe, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Now, why this theme, you might ask? Well, I have noticed that most of us don't own a day in our lives. For 5 to 6 days, our job, our profession own the day. On weekends, our family, if not the household chores, own the days. Not that I am complaining, it gives us a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. But I don't know about you, but I sometimes just want to have a day for myself. Not thinking about anything else, just do things I love doing, not because outside forces or pressure tell me to do it. How was your day, people? How is your day? How will your day be like? As for me, it's perfect. I owned it. It's definitely my day. And those who are joining the Toastmaster meeting for the first time, well, this is your day. Today starts your journey to becoming a better listener, thinker, and speaker. Tonight's meeting has 3 parts, has 3 sessions: the prepared speech session. In this session, some of our Toastmasters deliver speeches according to the projects given in their respective manuals and pathways. The next will be the table topic session, probably the most exciting part. In this session, Toastmasters and guests will be called upon on stage or in the virtual stage to speak on any random topic given to them or to you if you are lucky. The last part is evaluation session. It is when the general evaluator and speech evaluators give their honest and helpful feedback on the speeches and the speakers tonight. But of course, I cannot do this alone. I would like to introduce the people who will play important roles in tonight's meeting. The first is a member, the first person that I'm going to introduce is a member of District 33. She has been a member for 28 years, and she says she's still learning in her Toastmaster journey. She loves to drink Coca-Cola every morning. Take note, every morning she drinks Coca-Cola and she smiles and laughs to keep herself young and healthy. Please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Twyla Stout.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. I've listened this morning to people talk about what Toastmasters is. It's about leadership. It's about communication. It's about public speaking. And I just heard the word listening. It's about listening. What a novel idea, listening. Do you know that when people are conversing, if only one person is speaking, that's not a conversation, that's a lecture. And then there's another man who said that in a speech, if there's not a personal story, it's just a report. Now, those are what I call aha moments. And I had one this morning when a young man talked about an elephant syndrome. And I went, aha, get my paper, write it down. So how many of you have aha moments when you're listening to the speakers on Toastmasters? I got out my notebook and I thought, well, what did Richard Peck say last year? He said that the journey is an opportunity, not a challenge. You can share the best practices of the world now, since our world has gotten smaller with our Zoom meetings. Aha, a moment to write down. So I ask all of you today, listen. You might have an aha moment. Now I'm going to have my day of learning. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Twyla Stout. Now, thank you for highlighting the word listening. It makes me realize to just give ourselves a day to listen only to yourself, to ourselves. Now, the next person that I'm going to introduce, he tries to break the manacles of stage fear. This Toastmaster was looking for ideas to turn the manacles into opportunities. He joined Toastmaster, and he has been satisfied that he made the correct decision. And today, he is our grammarian, no other than Toastmaster Srinivasan Ramaraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Usually, the grammarian, whoever takes this role of a grammarian, does some research and then finds some word that is more suitable and tries to introduce them just in order to improve the vocabulary of the members of the meeting. What happens is that generally, whenever the grammarian introduces a word of the day, it doesn't happen. It happens very seldom. Happens that people uses that word. Now, the challenge here is the reason why I have chosen this word forbidden for today's meeting is for two reasons. One, lately I've been watching interviews from the politicians and other people. What they do is that they don't answer the question directly. Whatever the question is, they either try to evade it or something like that. So the reason why I'm proposing this word forbidden for today's meeting is for you to see how you can use this word forbidden. This is a challenge to you. It is not going to improve your vocabulary, but then this is a challenge from as a grammarian to you to use this word forbidden. Now, the second rule is generally the grammarian says, I'm going to listen keenly to all the people and then mark words that are used good and then try to identify and give them as a report. No, today it is going to be different. I am going to challenge myself and to listen and find out how good my English standard is. I'm going to find out that words that I don't know or that words that I liked in from all the speeches that people will be coming into the podium, and then I mark them and then produce as a report. Now, my request to all the members here is try to use this word forbidden in your speeches as much as possible. This is a challenge to you because this is not a word that you can use normally. I want you to challenge yourself and give me an opportunity to count the word of the day and then produce my report at the third session when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Indeed, it's your day, Toastmaster Srinivasan. It's your day to bend the rule. Well, for a good reason. Now, the next person that I'm going to call is one of the newest members in Horizon Toastmasters Club who contributes her time to learn and to grow to be a great speaker. Someone who's not afraid of challenges. And she always says yes to any role. Please welcome Toastmaster Michelle Al Murabel.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, good evening, Toastmaster and guest. My role as a counter is to count the number of unnecessarily sound or repetitive words you may use when you are speaking. I will be observing and taking note of words such as you know, like, so. And also I will note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase such as I, or this mean. These are filters words that affect the effectiveness of the speech. I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Michelle. Now, the next role is the role of the timer. And I'm going to welcome and help me in welcoming a charming Gavalier, the current Vice President Education of Prudent Gavel Club, studying in the 7th grade in International Indian School in Dammam. Gavier Ishant Ramasamy.
Dear Toastmasters, fellow Cavaliers, and distinguished guests, good evening. I'll be your timer tonight. My responsibilities are to keep a track of the time taken by the speakers for prepared speech, table topics, and speech evaluation in today's meeting. Let me now briefly explain how the timing devices are going to be used in today's meeting. I have 3 visual cards: green card, yellow card, and red card. The minimum, intermediate, and maximum time allocated for each speaker. I will display the green card when the speaker reaches the minimum qualifying time. I will be displaying the yellow card when the speaker reaches the intermediate time, and the red card when the speaker reaches the maximum allocated time. A 30 seconds grace period is allocated to all the speakers beyond the maximum allocated time, and the red card would be displayed till the end of the speech. The minimum and the maximum time for the prepared speeches is as recommended in the CC manual in the project. For table topics, the minimum time is 1 minute and the maximum allotted time is 2 minutes. For evaluations, the minimum time is 2 minutes and the maximum allocated time is 3 minutes. For grammarian, time is 3 minutes and the maximum allocated time is 5 minutes. For table topics evaluator, the allocated time is 30 seconds per speaker with an overall grace period of 30 seconds. I request everyone to pin my video before they start to speak. If you overshoot the time, it's not forbidden, but you may be disqualified. Back to you.
Thank you, Gavier Ishant. Now, I just hope that having Gavier Ishant as a timer doesn't give us pressure on our speeches. Now, the next role is a very important role. And we have a perfect person for that. The Director of Professional Development Unit, an educator and entrepreneur, research work, robotics, and artificial intelligence. He led the largest district in the world in 2016, consisting of 7 countries in the Middle East, over 360 clubs. Past Regional Director of Region 11, Advisor for Middle East, Africa, and Pakistan, and a certified registered parliamentarian international director, Regional 11. Please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shahbaz Ali, the General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, our TM Modi, Toastmaster Noel. It's a pleasure certainly to be in Horizons Club and be your GE today. I would say it's forbidden to do something what we have been doing. Let's try something different. And what's that difference? According to Toastmasters International Program, we have different methods to evaluate. The one method is prepared speeches and then evaluators. The other method is stopping the speaker when required and correcting them. And that suits an environment when we are mentoring some champions. The third method is having a panel discussion. The 2 methods which I was talking about are not very common. So we are going to do one of them today. We are going to do a panel discussion instead for our general evaluation session. And what's going to happen is there are some panelists you already heard about. They discussed their roles with us today. We have grammarian Srinivasan. We have the accounter Mishail. We have the timer Ishant. We have the evaluators Omar Farooq, Ramasamy, DTM Abdul Gafoor, and the table topics evaluator Ricky. So today you are going to vote not just for the 3 evaluators, but all the panelists, and you will choose the best panelist who is giving that critical thinking, letting it out of the box and giving those points which we need to improve our meeting, our speeches. So let's see where we end up with this. Thank you very much for having me as your general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shahbaz. And now, what I love most about Horizon Toastmaster Club is we always find ways to have fun while learning and growing. So the next role will do justice to this claim of being in Horizon Toastmaster Club as a fun club to be with. Working in Saudi Engineering Group International as a senior procurement officer, central supply chain, he loves to read books and he loves to travel. My friends, fellow Toastmasters and guests, the fun master, at the same time, the vote counter, please welcome Toastmaster Uzair Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Noel, for such enlightening introduction. Today, I brought some jokes to lighten up our meeting tonight. Teacher, Maria, go to the map and find North America. Maria, teacher, here it is. Teacher, correct. Now class, who discovered America? Class, Maria. Teacher asks Donald, what is the chemical formula for water? Donald, HIJKLMNO. Teacher, what are you talking about? Donald, yesterday you said it's H2O. And the last one, teacher, James, your composition on my dog is exactly the same as your brother's. Did you copy this? James, no, sir, it's the same dog. Thank you. Back to you.
Oh, that was indeed fun. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Uzair Iqbal. Now, as much as we want to have fun all night, of course, we want to learn. We want to enjoy listening to these amazing speakers. And are you guys ready for the speeches? I know you are. So I'm going to start with a prepared speech session. I'm going to call on the first speaker, but before that, I would like to call the first speaker evaluator to introduce the speaker and to read the objectives of the speech. Currently working as a senior internal auditor for Renault Automobiles, please welcome Toastmaster Omar Farouk.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. And Toastmaster Joseph will be attempting pathways, strategic relationships, level 1, project 3. And the objectives of the speech are: the purpose of this project is for the member to learn and review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Title of the speech is The Foundation. Timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best, Toastmaster Joseph. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker, Toastmaster Joseph Carduna, for his speech, The Foundation. The Foundation, Toastmaster Joseph Carduna.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Zoom Master, can I have a permission to share my screen?
Toastmaster Uzair, please help.
You are the co-host now. You can share your screen.
Okay, let me share now. Okay, where is the timer? Okay, here you go. The timer is here. Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, Toastmaster and fellow Toastmaster and guests. As an expatriate working in a foreign country, every one of us wishes to go back to our country and finally be with our family. One hindrance that I can say is financial issues. The word "what if" start to arise. What if I don't have a job? How I'm gonna pay for my utility bills, my health, and my daily needs? What if in times of emergency expenses like a typhoon, earthquake, or any unknown natural disaster happen? How long do my hard earnings, savings can support my needs? These are disturbing questions that need attention and solution. Do you know that based on statistic of IMG, a financial educator company, that there are 98% hard workers like doctors, engineers, teachers, and other disciplines are in debt, end up retiring without any savings. They do because they failed to plan and manage their personal finances. With this, I researched and found the 5 simple strategies to build your financial future. Building a financial solid foundation is like building a house. You build it from the ground to up. It's usually like a concrete structure that support a building from underneath, that any strong wind or disaster happen, your house will be standing strong. So first, as you can see, you must have a health care. You must have a proper health care to cover in the event of serious health problems or sickness. Both of these can affect or upset a personal stability. Especially when we grow old, statistics shows that 90% of personal bankruptcy are due to unexpected and unforeseen illnesses. Second, we need to have a protection. You may have proper protection in the event of your premature death. If this happens, then you have instant money to pay off any responsibility and liabilities left for your family. Third, manage debt. In manage debt, we need to control the debt so we will not be in trouble with paying our debts. And fourth, emergency fund. Set aside at least 3 to 6 months of ideal income to deal with the sudden changes in life. For example, losing a job or business. This also can pay for unseen accident and repairs. And the fifth is the investment. We need to save and make long-term investment, passive incomes, investment, mutual funds, and many more. So the question is why we need to first to build a foundation in a healthcare. We should consider our healthcare and protection as a priority. Because even we save $100,000, but we don't have healthcare and insurance, it will not take you far. When you get sick, disabled, or die of the sudden, your savings will not last very long. Getting a long-term investment and life insurance are the best investment that you can do in your life. Now, second is the debt. You know, the debt can turn into a disease. It can control your life, diminish your happiness, and limit your freedom. And the good news is not all debts are bad. There is what we call good debt and there's a bad debt. Bad debts are credit cards or loans that there's no potential return of your money. And some examples are borrowed money to finance a vacation, a birthday party, or buy a high-end gadget for your personal use only. And the second debt is a good debt. What are the good debts? Good debts are those who have potential return of your money, things that can generate income. For example, you have a debt to finish a business, or for your you make a debt for child education. And next is the emergency fund. Likewise, if you experience an emergency fund, but your money is tied up in the investment. So if you don't have this emergency fund, and all of a sudden you lost a job, so what will happen? You need to look for a money. So what will happen again? You will go for a debt. You may use your credit card. You will maybe ask for some help from your friends, and this will cost you too much, because for sure you will have an interest, especially when you borrow money from the bank. With this, I learned and realized the importance of this formula. There is a correct saving formula. Some people plan how to spend money, having a luxurious vacation, buying expensive gadgets, phone, watches, shoes, and clothes. So this is how it works. Before I get my salary, 10 days before I get my salary, I always think of, okay, there's a new iPhone, I need to buy a new iPhone. So I will make expenses before I'm thinking of saving. So I will buy a new phone. What is remaining to my salary, I will put like as a savings. This is how you will spend your money. But the correct formula for saving money is, before my salary comes, I need to think where I will bring my salary first. I need to put it in the savings. I need to put in an investment, something that make my money grow. Then what is remaining from after the savings will be the expenses. I will try to manage what is left from my savings to have this as a fund for my expenses. So next is how you will grow your money. Growing wealth through investment. So one thing that we need to understand is how the money works. So how we will learn how the money works. So the money works is very important to understand, because this is something that a passive income that you don't need to work, that your money will work for you. One of the best examples is the mutual fund. The mutual fund is a pool of money that is collected from investor, and it will generate at 6% dividend annually, and most of the bank offer this kind of investment. And one thing that we need to understand is the inflation rate that happenings globally. So what's the meaning of the inflation rate? Inflation rate is the purchasing power of the money. For example, here in Saudi, 5 years ago, one Pepsi Cola is 1 real. But now the Pepsi Cola in can is 2.5 real. So the value of your 1 real from 5 years ago today is lower. So the purchasing power of 1 real is already lost. Next, so now we learned the basic concept of financial foundation. We need to understand that knowledge is power. We need to equip ourselves with proper understanding on how money works. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, don't forbid yourself for planning for your future. Building a financial strong foundation is a great strategy for securing yourself and your family. With this, back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow. Toastmaster Joseph Carduna, I felt like you were talking to me directly. While listening to your speech, I was like, how did you know I needed that? Well, thank you very much for the very informative speech. The next speaker, I'm going to introduce the next speaker. But before that, let me just call on the speech evaluator who works as an ERP manager in Algo Cyber Services to give the objective of the speech. Please welcome Toastmaster Ramasamy Erulandi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day. Today, Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq is going to deliver his project from Pathways level, Presentation Mastery, level 3, and project is Inspire Our Audience. His speech title is Focus, and time is 5 to 7 minutes. Let me read out his objectives of the speech. The purpose of the project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The second purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. All the best to Toastmaster Abu Bakr. Back to the Toastmaster day.
In class, I would always tell my students, everyone, focus. Ladies and gentlemen, our second speaker is no other than Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq for his speech entitled Focus. Focus, please welcome Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq.
Thank you. A very good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, this is going to be a very important topic, so I want all of your attention, please. I see most of them not paying attention, so how about this? Let's see. How about I give out 10 riyals each to everyone to pay complete attention today? Yeah, I see a lot of smiles out there. I'll get back to this. Now that I have your complete attention, let me begin. In this modern era, this technological revolution era, you can see most of people stressed out day in and day out. It's the story with me and most of the people I know. You should wonder why that is happening, because this technology was built to make our life easier. It is supposed to be blissful. Now we are bombarded with more information than ever. We are more stressed out. The days are chaotic. And when we come back from home, we're already done for the day. We don't have energy or time for anything to pursue our hobbies, pursue our dreams, or even some people don't have time for the family. So let's explore this thought further. Just take an example of a typical day. You come back, you go to office in the morning, and you have your priorities set. For example, you're a sales guy, your priority is to bring more sales to the company. So you start working on something, start talking to a client or working on a quotation or something. An email pops up. You have this impulsion to check that email. You first go and check email, come back to the work you already was doing. And then after 5 minutes later, just after 5 minutes, something pops up in your phone. It's a WhatsApp message from your friend. You see the message, funny meme. Then after a while, you get back to your work. And so on and so forth, the days goes on like this. Do you know, for an average person to get back into that zone of focus, it takes 20 minutes. So throughout the day, you have been distracted constantly through various sources. It could be the media, it could be the apps, it could be your colleague asking for, let's go for a coffee. So let me share a couple of things that work for me, and probably it will work for you. See, I always believed that of all the animals in the world, humans are the most gifted because of our brain. If we put our brain on something, focus on it, we can achieve anything. We can go to Mars, moon, build biggest structures in the world. But our brain needs the key element, that is focus. And everyone seems to be lacking that nowadays. So first and foremost, when you feel that you are doing so many things at once, like multitasking, the very first thing you have to do is collect all the work that you have to do in a bin. A bin could be a list you maintain. It could be in an app. It depends on you. So whatever comes on your way, You collect all those things. The very next thing you have to do is to go through each and every task and see if it is meant for you at the first place. Second, what is the priority? It is extremely urgent. You have to do it today itself. Third, is it possible to delegate this task to someone else? Fourth, it is not urgent. Let me schedule it to a different date. Since we are always bombarded with some kind of work in between our main job, this is very important. Once you have done that, you have to take this list and make another list. It might seem counterproductive, but trust me, it helps. The other list will be in your calendar. For many years, I have used to-do list. It never works. I always have something left in my to-do list that I end up doing in the night after I get back from work, or maybe the next day. Put it in your calendar, schedule it as per hour. Every hour I'll do this. Once you start doing this, every week you have to get back to all the things you have done. Maybe every single day we are being very busy, doing a lot of stuff. We are just proud here, I'm a multitasker, I've done this and that. Maybe you're doing all for a wrong reason. So every week, just review what you have done and make sure you're going on the right path. Whatever path you have decided, you want to achieve the best salesman of the year, or you want to make money, whatever your goal is, make sure you're going towards it. The weekly reviews are important. Third thing, the mother of all distractions, most of you agree, is your phone. People might curse this phone for always distracting us, but to be honest, phone is not the distraction. I've seen many times, I've felt this, whenever we are alone, we check the phone. Whenever we feel bored, we check the phone. We check the phone impulsively without even thinking about it. So next time, just be aware that whenever you're going to touch the phone, there has to be an intention. There has to be an intention on what you're going to do with the phone. You need some information? Okay, my intention is to open the Google, search for this information, and then be done with it. That's it. And you have to set boundaries with people. You paid for this phone, you're the owner. The phone is not the owner. Every time it beeps, sounds, you don't have to check it. You set boundaries with people on what time they can contact you, on what time you will check all the emails and messages. And coming back to the money, I'm sorry, guys, I cannot pay you 10 reals each. This is not even my money, it's my friends. But my point is, everyone else is paying money for your focus. All the companies, they are spending millions of dollars every year to get your focus. They want your money. They want to sell some services or stuff. And you have to navigate all your day, avoiding this focus. Your focus is valuable to them, but your focus for yourself is priceless. So take control of your day, and hopefully it will be less chaotic. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, speaker number 3, Toastmaster Abdul Gafoor. Indeed, don't let other things control or own your day. It is your day in the first place. Our third speaker will be introduced to us by the evaluator. How can I start introducing the evaluator? We have a distinguished Toastmaster who started Toastmastering in 2007. To read the objectives of the speech, please welcome third speaker evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Gafoor.
Thank you so much, our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Noel. Our third speaker tonight, Hina Khalid, is going to present fifth level project from team collaboration, which is an elective project. And the title is Lesson Learned. And the purpose statements of this project are: this is for the member to learn about and apply the skills learned, skills needed to run a lessons learned meeting during a project or after its completion. The second purpose is for the member to share some aspect of his or her leadership experience and the impact of a lesson learned meeting. Her title is Maintaining a Newly Formed Club in the Time of COVID-19. All the very best, our speaker, Hina Khalid. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Noel.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Gafoor. Ladies and gentlemen, our third speaker, Toastmaster Hina Khalid, with her speech entitled Maintaining a Newly Formed Club in the Time of COVID-19. Maintaining a newly formed club in the time of COVID-19. Please welcome Toastmaster Hina Khalid.
Thank you very much. May I share the screen, please? Could you kindly please allow me to share screen sharing? Yeah, not yet.
You are the co-host now.
Yes, I can now. Thank you very much. Let me share my screen now. All right.
Yes.
Yes, please proceed.
Is it? I hope it's visible.
Yes,
yes, we can see it.
Sorry. Hold on, just a little bit of, I think.
You can do the slideshow, that would be better.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. I think it's a slowness in here, a little bit of, yeah. I hope you all can see now.
Can see it, yes.
Yes, it is possible.
May I start now? A very good evening to everyone. My topic, I wonder whether it's forbidden to say today how complicated it is. Yeah, I was questioned. It's about another club, not about Horizon, but I'm really grateful that I am part of Horizon now. My whole topic is about talking about maintaining a new club formula formed earlier. That is the Mali Maldives Toastmasters Club in Maldives. So during the time, I would like to bring to your attention the lesson I learned as somebody just totally new to Toastmasters International. I was introduced to Toastmaster by, at that time, DTM Sudash, and then I went, I am a traveler who goes to Sri Lanka very often. So I was there, and then I was introduced to do it. So let's get going. And my screen, let me check it. Okay. I started flying to go there, and there my journey started. So my fellow Toastmasters, I wish you all a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's a late night in here. For me, the whole of work is about how I choose this is important to me. So I thought I'll share where I got it from, because there was question raised of this forbidden part not to talk about, but still I'm thinking I should be covering the whole thing. This is where I learned. It's a lesson learned elective of a project which I started and completed already in my club. This is where you will find it. I have just added it. And as the evaluator has already mentioned, here is what will be in here. So maintaining a new club at time of COVID-19 was the biggest challenge. I had all the collaboration with whoever I had contact with. Under the district U modules was there. But so it was the most challenging. I started with 24 and 22. As we started, we had beautiful meetings. Every day we were enjoying, having parties, singing, and doing at the end of the day. And already then we heard about COVID-19. Oh my God. Everybody was so frightened. I said, my members, not to worry, this is okay, let's take forward. Then they heard a lot of new, variants coming, other things happening, and it was so difficult. So I started communicating with, I didn't have a district, to communicate, or another club to know, only Toastmaster International. So all the way through doing the collaboration, writing email and everything, and again keeping my club members, trying to keep that team positive and went forward. But unluckily, a lot of people said, we are sorry, I am not able to do it because I want to save it at that time. So that COVID, the fear had real trouble, and then I was doing some work in a faraway island and got stuck in that island for 3 months with just 4 pieces of something to wear, So there I was trying to communicate with them, but still they started attending, and then I started paying, and then without even letting TI know, I even sponsored 2 members so that to keep it that 8, and carried on from there. But in the meantime, asking what is the best way forward and how can I be accessible to it. All the way through, because of the membership, it went down to number 3. 3 is a lucky number, but okay. So 3 is not bad. So I thought, no, I'm not going to give up on this. I will take it forward. So let's seek other ways to do it. Again, I started working, and then that when it, that 99 is the day, 2019 was the day Malay Maldives Toastmaster Club was formed. I know I'm talking about this in horizon, but it's about a lesson learned. So this lesson learned, it went there. See, I told, yeah, I made it. So with that, here are the teams, here are the mentors who helped me through. We had this in collaboration. The meeting was going on through it with good communication and everything. That was the initial team of the moment of truth, which happened. And then that dropped it eventually, which wasn't really a lot of hectic time, but still keeping everything positive. When I teach, I always say, we can do with a can-do attitude. So with the can-do attitude, I went to the schools, I came to other places, communicated with friends. So finally, as you can see on that screen, there are many Sri Lankans there, apart from Sudash and everyone. Those Sri Lankans, they also had to go back to Sri Lanka because of the COVID situation. Then again, I thought, no, let it be. I will carry on with that and keep asking, keep pressuring to keep the club. And during that time, I've been traveling all over here and there, and then, going here and there and here. And I even joined this club. It's such a wonderful club to see that so much is happening. There's so much of happiness, so much of positivity. So I can't be forbidden not to talk about it all the time, in that rough sea. I came to this happy club being so joyful, and I thought, no, I instead of being leading a club, I have to join and get this experience to know what is happening in here. So I started flying, and during that time, it was the communication for that club to be in a district, and well, luckily it was announced by then that we were under District 82. So it was an explosive moment for me, and I had a beautiful time being there. But that was a blessing. Even that lesson learned during the COVID-19 is a lesson learned, and that step forward, I'm with the club again now. But still, the challenges with this and with the club being so shaken up, even now the club members is seen as two in there. But I am not giving up. I'm here in Horizon with all of your help, and then with challenges, maintaining and keeping all the reports, communication. I'm sure I will take forward as blessed as it can be. And it's thank you all for listening to me. I hope what the lesson learned uh, from my perspective is a lesson learned to you all. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Hina, thank you for sharing with us the lessons you learned. And I think that's the end of the prepared speech session. Before we move on to the table topic session, I would like to call our timer, Governor Ishant, to give us the timer's report for the prepared speech session.
Good evening once again. Here's the timer's report for prepared speech. Toastmaster Joseph Caradona spoke for 7 minutes 27 seconds. He is qualified. Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq spoke for 7 minutes 38 seconds. He is unfortunately disqualified. Toastmaster Hina Khalid spoke for 7 minutes 29 seconds. She is qualified. So Toastmaster Joseph Caradona and Toastmaster Hina Khalid are qualified. Back to you.
Thank you, Governor Ishant, for giving us a timer's report. And now, indeed, it is my day, because the table topic session is something that, I don't know, I just find it like, I'm scared of the table topic session. And because I am the Toastmaster of the day, I'm spared from that fright. So there's no scare and fright tonight for me. So everyone, we are now on the second session, which is the table topic session, the most exciting part. And to run the table topic session, I would like to call someone from Singapore. He helps people discover themselves better and build teams together by playing with Lego bricks. And he also coaches people in self-discovery using points of view tools. Affectionate, you might find him appear randomly in interesting cartoon personas when he is around visiting clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our table topics master for tonight, distinguished Toastmaster Gerald Ong.
Assalamualaikum, Gerald calling in from Singapore, and welcome to my table topic session. I need the co-host, right? Who withdraw the co-host, right? I need the co-host. I'm sharing screen. Who withdraw the co-host, right? I need the co-host, right? So I can't share my screen. Thank you. Okay. Welcome to the Horizon table topic session. Don't worry, this is the poster. Of course, timing sequence before I begin. First thing I want you to take note, timing sequence. At the first minute, you will see the wonderful green card. The timer will show the green card. In the minute and a half, you will see the yellow card. 2 minutes, you will see the red. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I think you see the times is up, or some way of being notified that you are out of time. For those who are trying to answer my table topics for the first time, please take note and listen carefully. There are lots of tricky questions, and I may play with my words in all variations. Topics are planned in random. So You want to use the raise hand function on Zoom, or you type in the chat box, I will monitor. Okay, Princess will also help me monitor who is going up. And you got 15 topics to choose. Okay, there are 15 topics. There's no pictures, they're all questions. Please use storytelling techniques. Use yes and no approach. Okay, that means you do the pendulum, you say yes, then you say no. Okay, some of the questions are forced to say no. So think twice before answering the question. So there's a bit of spooky traps inside the questions. So be prepared. Of course, Dina will be the last speaker. I'd like to call whoever want to volunteer for table topics. Please go ahead and raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, who's the second raise hand? Oh, Ishan want to take part. Okay, Ishan, unmute yourself. Tell me which number you want to play.
I would like to take the number 7.
7.
Yes.
Okay, it's my day to become the best chicken in the world. It's my day to become the best chicken in the world. Ishan.
Yes. The Toastmasters, Phil Gallius, and my guests. Good evening to everyone present around the world. So it's my day to become the best chicken in the world. I have had many chickens in my life. Believe me, I really enjoy a lot of them, like eating in Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, McDonald's, and all the stuff. I like to eat every chicken, but if I imagine that I would like to be the best chicken, I would never wonder that. But I would like to answer by saying that if I like to become the best chicken in the world, I like to put some spices in it, some lemon juice in it, and eat it with cups and all this stuff. I never have wanted to become the best chicken, but if I would like to become the best chicken in the world, I would like to be created by a person, anyone in the world who deserve, and I would like to be created in the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I would like to be very crisp, and I'd like to have a splash of lemon juice and spice all together so that I can be the best chicken in the world. So I'd like to say that I'd like to be the best chicken in the world. Back to Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Ishan. Nice job.
So I want to say actually one thing. I was a timer, so I only noted the timing, or did anyone?
No, I think nobody timed for you. But
I
anyway,
timed
good.
already. I
Oh,
did.
good. Yeah, you got your own timer, so don't worry. Good. 1 minute 20 seconds. Okay, good job. Okay, next is Toastmaster Hina. Can you please unmute your mic and choose your question?
Hi.
Yes, choose your number.
Yeah, number 3.
Number 3, okay. It's my day to count the days on the day of the rainy days.
All
It's
right.
my day to count the days of the rainy days. Over to
Yes.
Hina.
All right. Okay. So, yes, indeed, it is my day to count the days of the rainy days. I joined Toastmasters, a new Toastmasters club, where I'm speaking now about the counting of my days as rainy days. You know, today is such a challenging day. My mom is taken to hospital for her surgery, but I thought, no, I'll just communicate with my sisters. I come from a big family, a family of 9. I said, you know, I need to be in this meeting. So shall I change my duty to a later time so that I can finish my meeting and go there? So counting the days and, you know, taking this as a moment of truth again in my life, I thought, yeah, it is better for me to make the best of the situation. So when I count my days during the rainy days, the rain comes for a reason. I know it's hard for me. I'm thinking about my mom. Yeah, she's there. She might be missing me. I'm the eldest in the family. But then I thought, no, her surgery is tomorrow. So I can be there at that time. And this could be a better way so that I could be actually doing my part, which I promised to the team in here. And I thought, yeah, I'll make the best of it and I'm going to enjoy it and then go and be there. And the rain helped me. And it's just making me, and I'm feeling cold, good, and happy. And the happiness is everything here. It's not about just doing it. As Lada said, this speaking skill is about leadership, public speaking, listening. Listening to all of you here made my day, and so the rain helped. So it's my day of the James. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Hina. You can unraise your hand. You can lower your hand. Thank you. And Dina, I believe you want question 4, right? Question 4, correct? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, here's the questions. Every day is my day to decide who I want to dance in the rain. Dina, you are muted.
She can write the response and we can.
Yeah,
respond
can
to
you
the-
write on? Can you
the
write on the
next
chat?
one.
Write on the chat.
Yeah, on the.
Write on the chat.
We can go to another person.
Yeah. Okay, you write on in the chat, okay? Okay, next person. Next person is Sanjita. Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
choose your magic number.
Number 7.
Number 7. Oh, it came out
Oh,
already.
it's over. Okay.
It's
All
over.
right.
Number 7
Okay.
came out.
The 5.
5. It's my day too. It's my day too. Sanjita.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It's my day. 2. What is it for? I kept wondering, what is it? My day to? My day to inspire, my day to talk to people, my day to understand and hear people. Yesterday, I heard a story about my husband's friend having a terrible time. And he was having so much of anxiety that he forgot where he wanted to go when he wanted to board the taxi. It took me to the thought that this pandemic has taken so much of people. And it's my day to invite one and all to a Toastmasters meeting like the one we have in Horizon, where they can laugh and play and enjoy and just laugh. It's so important to stop breaking your head over big things. Stop sweating over small things, they say. And it is so very important to go back to simple things of life, simple joys of life. So it is my day to bring you to this world of sunshine, happiness, and merriment. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thanks,
Double Toastmaster.
Sanjita. Sister Petra from Thailand, your turn. Choose a number.
May I have number 13, please?
13, okay. I should be speaking stories about finding the best day. I should
Sorry?
be speaking, the question is in front. I should be speaking stories about finding the best day.
Mr. Topic Master, I should be speaking stories about finding the best way, the best day. It's actually my day today to have attended Horizon Toastmaster Club. And I thought whether there is anything I'm forbidden to tell as a story. Maybe, maybe not. I should be speaking stories about finding the best day. I know the best day is not my birthday. The best day is not New Year's Day or Teacher's Day, my profession. But the best day for me is today. And it is every day, because today is the day that you are empowered, you are enabled to do anything because you're still breathing. Yesterday, you can't do anything about it. It's gone. You cannot bring it back to correct it, regardless of how much you wish you could. But you are forbidden because it's gone. And tomorrow, you can't do much about it because it may never come. But the best day for everybody to know about me is that today I made a decision, regardless of how late it is. This is in the morning of the next day, and I made a decision to attend this wonderful meeting, and it is the best day. This is my story about finding the best day, and it is my day. Table topic master.
Thank you, Sister Petra. Princess, do you have time for one more?
Yes, you can go.
Okay. Ankit, can you choose a question? Choose a number.
As number 5 has been taken.
Yes, has been taken.
Okay, I think number 1.
Number 1. Okay, today is the day that makes yesterday out of the boring days of the week.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the table topic master. Today is my day that makes yesterday out of the boring days of the week. It's a very difficult question to answer. Or sometimes we are so busy in our life that it's very much forbidden to even think about all those days. We don't even have time. And the one good thing happened because of COVID and because of work from home is that we can think of not just today, we can also think of yesterday's and day before yesterday and maybe the week before yesterday. It's like the 5 days of week which we had and only Saturday, Sunday is no longer working. It's no longer working anymore. It's like every day is the same. You can get up, you go to work in your comfort of your trousers, pajamas, and then go to sleep on the same place. You go to meet same people like your family members, and you don't go out. So this is very interesting that you got to contemplate everything you have been doing days of week. And as we say, today is my day. I think as we progress every day, we just keep waiting when this is going to over. Today is the day when I will leave past all the boring things I was doing yesterday in my home, and tomorrow it will be better and I can get back to what I was before. And this is the hope we all cling on to. And this is what Toastmasters also gives us hope, that we should keep on moving, keep on deciding, and keep on meeting interesting people so that we can make better tomorrow. Thank you. Back to Table Master.
Thank you. May I have Lada to come and choose the last question of the day? We are squeezing in on time.
Hey, 14, please.
14. Every speech has its day. Do you agree? Every speech has its day. Do you agree?
Every speech has its day. Hello, my fellow Toast gods and goddesses. Yeah, you know what? I do think that every speech has its day and every speech has its own audience. You know, sometimes we say a speech and we don't get much response, right? We just don't get much response. But there's not much, no one's really writing in the chat to you. There's even the faces you're looking at. You're like, you know, they're kind of like whatever. But there is your audience out there. I get disappointed when I say a great speech. I prepare it, and everything, and I don't get any kind of reaction. I'm like, oh, what was that about? No. And then some days you do a speech you didn't even think was that good, right? And you're like, really? Was that good? I just thought of it like when I was in the bathroom sitting on the toilet. How is that so good? But somehow it resonated with people. So yeah, every speech has its day, every speech has its audience. But you know, the most important thing, and I'm really realizing that more and more as I go through in Toastmasters, every meeting, even every table topic I get, I truly realize that, you know, the only thing that matters is if you think that you did a good job. If you, my actually home meeting in Manhasset, I was a character. I was this. Take a look. Hold on. I was Lotta Lynn, all the way from Texas. I was a grammarian, right? And I went all the effort and I was talking like this the whole time as a grammarian. I was having fun. I was whatever. But you know what the funny thing was? People didn't really react to it. They didn't think it was that great. And I put so much effort to it. And then I thought about it. You know what? I put the effort into it and I enjoyed myself. I thought it was funny. I made myself laugh. And I was like, wow, I was proud of myself. I did this new character. It was actually a new character for I playify Toastmaster meetings. So this was a new character that I try to get people to playify their roles. So this was a role playing fine. But I was like, you know what? I'm proud of myself. That was fun. And I made myself laugh. And I hope I made you guys laugh just by putting that wig on. Back to you, Mr. Mickey Mouse.
Thanks, Lada. I know you entertain us at the right moment. And I'd like to thank all the speakers who have volunteered themselves for the tables topic session. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to PDF the document. I'm going to send the Zoom chat. Those who want to see the list of questions prepared for today's session, may I have the timer to announce, did everybody qualify?
Yes, everybody did qualify indeed.
And they break my record. We are very fast. Usually the average speech timing is about 1:30 to about 2 minutes per question.
So should I read the timings out or should I just say everyone is qualified?
Everybody is qualified. You can post the individual timings in the Zoom chat for them to know. Please go ahead. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster of the day from Mickey Mouse.
Wow, thank you, Mr. Mickey Mouse, our Toastmaster, Table Topics Master from Singapore. Well, is Mickey Mouse from Universal Studios also? I know there's some Universal Studios in Singapore. But anyways, thank you very much. And I enjoy listening to every speaker. Such wonderful speeches, inspiring, informative, educational. I learned a lot. But now,
voting, please.
Yeah, before that, can I ask to read out the text message from our guest, Dina?
Yes, please.
It's there in the chat box. I think she answered the question.
All right, let me just read the answer of
Thank
Diana for the table topics. So Diana says, I love to dance in the rain, forbidden, because if cold weather get in human skins, goosebump, I felt sweat on my hairs or clothes were weather, forbidden, environment, human waters from clouds, forbidden. Oh, thank you, Diana. Great job. So
dear Toastmaster of the day, we would like to cast the votes as well. So I would request vote counter to post or share the polls.
All right, please, vote counter. All right, everyone, please vote for the best prepared speech speaker.
Poll going to end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And another poll is coming.
All right, we have another poll for. All right, everyone are encouraged to vote for the best table topic speaker.
Poll will be end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you again, Vice President Eliza and Toastmaster Uzair Iqbal. And this time, I would like to hand over the virtual podium to the General Evaluator for us to learn and grow. We are now on the evaluation session. General Evaluator, please take the virtual podium.
Thank you, TM Odi Noel. This was an amazing experience so far, especially the table topics, all the speakers coming up with great ideas. Now we come to a session which is quite rare according to my virtual tour, which I've been taking around in different districts, in different regions. This is more like a session where we have many panelists who are going to come in and share their thoughts on how we can improve our speeches and our meeting overall. The first panelist is Omar Farouk. Please excuse me for the DTMs and TMs.
Yes.
The second is Ramas Sami. The third is, of course, our DD, Abdul Gafoor. The fourth is Table Topics Evaluator, Ricky. Then we have the grammarian, Srinivas, the accounter, Mishail, and our timing, the sweet Gavelier, Ishant. So round of applause to all the panelists who are going to join me to evaluate the whole meeting. The time for this session is 30 minutes, which is a total session as per the agenda. So let's see where we end up with today. Maybe we can spotlight the panelists, all the names which I took. I have my first question to our accountant, Mishail. You see, in Arabic, we say a lot of yani, khalas, ums, and similarly in English also, we have all the gap fillers, you know, I see. Do you understand? Do you get my point? Are you getting my point again and again? So, Mishail, I wanted to ask you a question. We see a lot of professional speakers daily speaking on different channels on the internet. Very good speakers, but they still have a lot of ahs and ums in their speeches. What's your opinion? Are they really great speakers if they still have all the crutches, gap fillers, pauses? What's your opinion, accountant Mishail?
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. Although like they still, sometimes we are including or any other phrases in our speaking while we are speaking. But the good thing is to know why we are doing this before we solve it, or we see a way to avoid these phrases or the words. So the best thing is to know why typically use filters while we are speaking. People using these phrases are using to search for the right word or trying to remember something we have forgotten, or transferring idea or a new idea to the audience. So to avoid these phrases or filter words, it's by preparing yourself before you go to your speech and rehearse before you start. Take a note and record yourself and see where you repeating words or making these phrases or these filters word.
Thank you. Thank you, our accountant. That's an amazing explanation. Being conscious by practicing what you want to relate to the audience. And I really like that part where Mishail was saying that sometimes they're looking for the right words, what should come next. And till that word does not comes up, they just keep repeating what's in their mouth already. You know, or especially yani, yani, yani. And in Bahrain, we have something, ila, that's yes and no. So you don't know what the person is saying. Did he say e or did he say la? So for everything, do you want water? Ila. and you don't know whether the person really wants water or not. My next question is to our Prince Charming, Ishant. Ishant, as a Givalier, I'm sure you saw a lot of Givaliers and Toastmasters giving speeches. Sometimes people focus so much on the content and the delivery part. But to their surprise, when they actually deliver it, all that content and delivery does not falls in that limited time, 4 to 6 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. Any message for fellow Givaliers or us as Toastmasters?
Yes, sir. Time management is an essential skill for any public speaker around the world. Let me provide you some tips for time management. Number 1, practice with a timer. This is the best way to know if your script is time-wise, suitable for the speech. When you practice multiple times, you will come to know that pace at which you need to speak, pauses you need to give, and to control your speed. When green signal turns on, mark the place at which you're giving your script to know how much time you have covered till now. You should have come to closing part of your speech. When red signal turns on, check whether you finish your speech in the timing. If you overshoot the time, even after multiple times of practice, have a plan to reduce your speech content so that you can finish on time your speech. Number 2, make sure the room is set up properly and that all necessary equipment is working. Having technical difficulties just before you start is not only stressful, it can also eat you in your allotted time. The third thing I would like to give is monitor your time during the speech. Keep your eyes on the timer. Just keep a timer and start the timer like what I'm doing right now while delivering a speech. If timer screen turns green, increase the pace little bit. If you are left behind your marked place in your script. When the timer screen turns yellow, try to start the closing part of your speech so that you could speak a bit more. Good time management is a sign of respect for your audience. So make sure you're in the allotted time. Back to you.
Thank you. That's amazing. Sometimes people ask me, International Director Ali, believe in where leaders are made. But when we take some roles like timer, grammarian, account, I don't see where leaders are made. But tonight, we really want to follow that slogan where leaders are made, we can do it. As a timer, grammarian, accountant, we had a Gavilier explaining to us so much about time management. Good job.
Thank you.
My next question is to evaluator Omar Farouk.
Yes,
you saw all the speakers today. Could you talk about the content part for all the speeches used today?
That's a very good question, General Evaluator. And first of all, I would like to say that all the speakers did not talk about any forbidden topics like politics, sex, and religion. So everything was unforbidden, and they say, first of all, Joseph talked about such a valuable and current topic about how to save money and how to have a plan for it. So what is the pyramid, healthcare, protection, emergency funds, and how we can change our life. He gave some useful tips about it, how we can do it, and well-planned presentation was there also. All the ingredients were there. Secondly, Abu Bakr, I was not focused initially, but when he started to take out the currency notes, oh, then my focus shifted. I was fully into the speech and I wanted to see what is the content. He was talking about some meme also, his friend's message has come, and he was talking about the focus that we can have through maybe mobile is one of the biggest distraction that we have, a lot of technological things that we have. wonderfully explained what are the benefits and distractions that can this technology cause for us. Thirdly, Hina has taken up the topic that is very recent to us, and we have all faced it one way or other. COVID-19 and how it has affected our life in a as a Toastmaster, and how she brought a club to life in a struggling time when she was a new Toastmaster, a baby Toastmaster, and she was able to like rise from the ashes and create maybe thrive a club, and how we can improve a club and quality in tough times that they are, and their membership was falling and still she was able to pull it off. Hats off to her for that. Overall excellent, all three topics were very well current topics and everybody can relate to, and wonderful job done by all the speakers. Over to you, General Director.
Thank you, Umar, for touching the content part. Let's go to the next evaluator, Ramasamy. Ramasamy, could you speak about the delivery part for all the speakers, please?
Thank you, General Evaluator. I loved the way all the speakers, because they are so confident and they are so enthusiastic. I saw their faces, and I like the way they articulated their views in their speech. They're coming to first speaker, Toastmaster Joseph Cardona. He was his strength lies in articulations. His words were easy to follow, so simple and crisp and clear. And he used the colors, the slides. The first slide is the foundation. He to emphasize points. The second slide, third slide, fourth slide. He used the minimum 5 slides only. That was easy to follow by the audience. And also in the slides, he used the colors, different colors. For red color to indicate don't do this one, and for green, this is okay, correct. And thicker green, that is used to be this gives you prosperity. So I like the way he used the colors in the slide, and also he was asking questions in the slide to engage the audience. For example, one slide was asking, do you know about the savings and investment? So it elicited the interest from the audience. That is one thing. And coming to the second speaker, and the way he started this speech, that was awesome. He immediately established a rapport with the audience by asking, anyone wants to focus? If you focus my speech, I will give you 10 riyal. This is a way to establish the rapport. He did it. And coming then, he's so enthusiastic that he had a smile on his face over this entire speech, and he used a good hand gestures, and that was in sync with his speech. That is a thing. He had a humor also in his speech, and he engaged the audience with his eye contact, and his speech was also having the voice modulations that was required to make it more interesting. And also, he answered his question that money is not with its own money, and that was interesting to close it. And in the end, he called for action from the audience that focus is valuable. Take the control of your day. That was interesting. Awesome. And coming to the third speaker, Toastmaster Hina Khalid. She's also very confident speaker and so enthusiastic while delivering the speech. She made a good eye contact, and she had a voice modulation so in her speech. She had a good command over the language, the way she delivered the speech, and she shared the photos and club started how this is club started in the Maldives, and all these things. The delivery was since it's what is the project is a team collaborations. The delivery was highly successful since she shared that the presentation, the photos, the actual photos, what happened in Maldives and all these things. It's made, it brought more credibility to her speech. That's right. So I loved all the speakers' speeches delivery. That's all from my end. Back to the General Editor.
Thank you, dear Ramasamy. Just one counter question, a quick one.
Yes.
Do you feel all the three speakers delivered well in this virtual environment? They made full use of the camera today.
I didn't agree with, because I talked about only the positive points during the speech. Since you asked these questions, since it will come from the improvement side. Okay,
Great,
I talked
great.
about only positive. Because the first speaker, coming to the first speaker, he was speaking posture was from sitting position, sitting down. He was delivering his speech, and the second speaker, all the speakers, they did that. The first speaker also, the eye contact, he was looking down. The camera position also not okay with that. And coming to second speaker, he delivered from standing position only, but the stage movement was not there. Let me that all these things I will
Okay.
bring it up during my presentation.
Yeah, yeah. Wonderful. Thanks, dear Ramasamy. Now, the next part is equally important. The opening and the conclusion part. And let's call upon our DD Abdul Gafoor to speak about this for all the three speakers. DD Abdul Gafoor.
Thank you so much, our general evaluator. Our first speaker, Joseph Cardona, he expressed his thoughts while giving explanation on a sad, cruel, but an inevitable reality of an expatriate while going back to his home country. I got really impressed with that opening. And while mentioning about his conclusion, very solid statement. Financial foundation is the cream of success in everybody's life. That expressed how confident the speaker is. Second speaker, Abu Bakr Siddiqui. Is there any other way to grab attention than throwing money to the audience? Wonderful way, Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiqui. And your final statement, closing statement, your focus for yourself is priceless. Your focus for yourself is priceless. My God, how impressive it is. Kudos to you. Our third speaker, Hina Kasim. She started with a beaming face and immense confidence, which she ensured to maintain throughout her speech. Good job. And her conclusion, lesson learned for her can be lesson learned for everyone. A general statement, but very effective. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, our evaluator, DD Abdul Gafoor. Now we enter the rapid fire round, I would say. We'll have to be a little quick, though we have good time with us, but still a little quick with more points coming in. They say that we have different methods to respond to impromptu questions. I'm talking about the table topics, of course. There is story, message, gain, SMG pattern. There is FF, PPF, past, present, future. So we would like to hear from our table topics evaluator, Ricky, on what was the overall method used and how could he give some points for improvement.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. And I would like to give these positive comments to everyone who participated in the table topic session. Well, first of all, I would like to tell everyone that a table topic response is like a mini speech. It should contain the essential parts of the opening, the body, and the conclusion. And this is the important thing that I have noticed in almost all of the speakers tonight in the table topic session. Like in the contest, a response in the table topic is divided into two major essential parts. The first is the content, and the second one is the delivery. So sometimes, no matter how good your response is, if you were not able to deliver it properly, then I think it is not as effective as you think it is. 55% or almost more than half of the points to be granted to you is on the content, how you organize your thought. So in table topics, I recommend that you buy some time before you open your mouth and answer. And the first thing that comes to your mind is the answer that you want to give right away. You don't have to overthink. So most of the people did it that way. Either they greeted or they responded to the answer right away. And the most important thing that I have noticed in most of them is that they shared a story. In the table topics, there is such a thing as prep, or the point, the reason, example, and point. And I believe that most of our table topic speakers succeeded in that idea. So I believe that in order for that to be an effective answer, have this prep as your guide. Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator.
Awesome, thank you. Who can write that first, the full form of prep? Let's see in the chat box. Thank you, Ricky. Now let's go faster, a little more faster. Grammarian Srinivasan. Is language, I'm not a native English speaker, and I'm sure not many are, at least in region 11. We try our best. What if you see somebody very, very good in grammar, but has a problem with accent? Do you think that does affects the whole speech as a whole, like what we see in international speech contest? Your thoughts, Srinivasan?
Thank you. To answer your question, the accent, I don't think it has an effect on your speech. But what actually matters is the way you deliver, how you deliver the speech. That is what is matters. In today's meeting, I have noted so many words that are like, just to explain the last word that word that was used, immense confidence. You could have said confident. People are confident. But when you add that word immense confident, it adds more value to that word. So that is how you can develop and deliver the speech. So as a grammarian tonight, I have noted so many good usages. So I will be presenting it a little later. But to answer your question, my recommendation as a grammarian to all the speakers, it is not the accent that matters, but the way how you deliver it with some added adjectives and things like that. That is what I'll count. That's my answer. And today's speeches were awesome. Thank you. Back to you.
Wonderful, Srinivasan. Mishail, could you give us your counter report on a Ferrari speed? Unless you like Lamborghini, that's your choice.
Okay, sure. I will do my best. So I will start with TM Singita. She has 3 amp. So 1, 2. Toastmaster Noel. He has 2 amp, 2 so. Toastmaster Joseph. He has many repetitive phrases, like many more potential. He has many R, 3 R. So he repeated so many times. Abu Bakr, he has 1 so, 2 R, and the phrase that has to be. TM Hina, she has many more than 25. You know, more than 6. So 4, yeah, 5, and 7. The rest are fine. Only some of them has 1 or 2 times.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Mishail. We'll move on to the grammarian report. It seems he wanted to speak so much about forbidden and what's not forbidden. Let's hear from Srinivasan.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Like what I would like to say.
That was a commercial break. You can continue.
Thank you. Toastmaster Hassan used the word of the day forbidden thrice. Gavalier Ishant once, General Evaluator Ali Shahbaz once, Joseph once, Toastmaster Hina thrice, Toastmaster Petra twice, Toastmaster Ankit once, Toastmaster Dina thrice, and Toastmaster Umer twice. I would like to congratulate all of them. The reason why I would like to congratulate is not because because they have used the word of the day. It is their attempt. You see, it is not the vocabulary that is going to help you. It is the presence of mind. Whenever I mean in the grammarian is giving you a word, he's expecting you to use that word in your speeches. This was given already, and unfortunately, the prepared speeches speaker had less usage. You could have used more the word. You could have incorporated this word in your speeches. So probably the next time when the grammarian announces the word of the day, I would like to see the prepared speeches speakers use that word of the day more. And today I had noticed these words: seldom, explore new horizon, decent amount, hopeless, slave of the chain, inevitable, roadblocks, invisible chain, transitional coach, living each day like its last day, sense of fulfillment, pinnacle, uh, charming cavalier, hindrance, disturbing question, technology relevance, bombarded, dramatic, compulsion, slogan to focus, mother of all distractions, inexplicably, I'm sorry, that bed set, bodies, navigate, rough sea, freed, cartoon presence, wonderful green card. This wonderful green card, I would like to say, you could have just said green card. Using the word wonderful makes it more better. Variation, plain in radiation, contemplate, resonate, truly realize, play flying, articulate, sad but inevitable, expatriate, bearing face, immense confidence. All these words were very good. What makes is that these words could have been said simply, like an amount of or something like that, but they used decent amount instead of saying cavalier, charming cavalier. All this adds words when added beautiful to the the language. One thing I would like to say, and I would like to request all of you to please open up your mic and then congratulate the Gavalier Ishant Ramasamy. The way he spoke about his role and the time when he used his uh, in table topic session was amazing, amazing. A round of applause for Toastmaster Gavalier Ishant. Those those were really my grammarian notes for me. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluate.
Thank you, Srinivasan. And we do agree with what all you said. Wonderful green card. I'm sure green cards are wonderful. So probably that's the reason they added the word wonderful. We are still waiting for the full form of prep, which Ricky talked to us about. And that's a very important point, which was given to us by our table topics evaluator, Ricky. We'll wait for another 5 minutes. If nobody puts in, I would request Ricky to put that in the chat so people benefit from the full form of prep. Now let's go to rapid fire round. Omar Farooq, could you give the points for improvement for your speaker as per the agenda? Just your speaker.
Okay, thank you, General Evaluator. The biggest room in this world is room for improvement. Let's put Toastmaster Joseph in that room and help you grow. So first point that I would like to suggest to Toastmaster Joseph.
Evaluator Omar, I think the president wants to say something.
What?
A motion to extend meetings by 10 minutes.
Okay.
I second that motion.
And I third it.
Great. Fine. So we have a motion to extend with no objections. We'll go ahead. Okay, you may continue.
Okay, so first of all, in your speech, you have achieved your objective about research and presenting, but I felt that it was more qualitative. You are talking about a lot of facts, not figures. For example, you could have talked about, okay, healthcare, what is the percentage that have been used by people and what not, and what are the insurance, and all those relative analytical figures that you could have incorporated, because research is not just facts, it's all about figures also, and figures can demonstrate what is the current reality in in today's world. Secondly, I loved your usage of PowerPoint slides, that how you creatively use them. I would have loved to have a slide about protection and healthcare separately also. You could have talked about what some facts in detail. You just brushed through them with your whatever you wanted to say about it, and you went into directly the emergency funds and other things. Thirdly, that I would like you to focus on, or maybe you can improve upon, is add some personal element how you use the emergency fund. Maybe this is I know it's a research and presenting speech, but you can, yeah, there is a big you can opportunity to include how you use your healthcare protection or maybe emergency fund and how it has helped you in a way, so it will increase the credibility of your research and presentation. Lastly, but not the least, you could have concluded in a strong way. You are talking, your last presentation was if you had to change, you can only do it yourself. And you were talking about the financial stability and overall. So maybe you could have concluded it on a higher note and more summarize it in a more precise and concise way. Overall, an excellent presentation. All the best for the future. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Omar. Let's move to the next speaker. Ramasamy, could you give points for improvement only for your speaker, please?
Thank you, General. Once again, coming to Toastmasters Abdul Gafoor, improvement points. Abu Bakr Siddiq had a very good topic and also very good content, well-organized content. But what I feel, it was looking like some educational, because you asked the audience to focus on the things and how the people are suffering from and all these things, that not having the focus on all these things. His project calls for to inspire the audience. To inspire an audience, you should have some story, the personal story or something like happened in your family or something happened in this world, so that you could have chance more opportunities to attract the audience, inspire the audience. That is the only one suggestion. It didn't have a story. It was looking like some educational speech, informational speech. And another thing is the stage movement. You didn't. What I feel, you didn't use the stage effectively. You had a good hand gestures and the facial expressions, everything, but this one was missing because your story speech had the opening, and you were talking about the first point, how the people are not having time to focus, how they are being distracted. And the second point, you talked about how to focus on the things to be successful in our life, that prioritize the task, make a calendar list. Then it came to the third point, the last point, we have to review during the weekend. All these things said, finally, the closing. What if you had the transitions? So if we had used the stage purposefully, when you open from the stage, that start the speech from center, then when you talked about that one, go to the first one, go to right. Then again, when you're talking about the review part, what are the things to review, how to prioritize from center, again, left. Then closing at the center. These things only, the stage movement, if we had made, that would have been more interesting, and audience will be more glued to your speech. That's what I have on the suggestions. And sometimes you are clasping your hands. It could have avoided that one. That's all only from improvement. Otherwise, I enjoyed your speech very much. Back to you, General Leader.
Thank you, Ramasamy. Let's move to the third evaluator, where we hear points for improvement for his speaker, DTM Abdul Gafoor.
To use presentation slides during any speech. But for a project lesson learned, usage of excessive slides might have diluted the direct bonding between the speaker and her project and the speaker with the audience. I felt you could have minimized the usage of slides. Second one is we all have still trouble with the Zoom platforms. But I feel including me, it is high time to get rid of the initial hiccups while we use the Zoom platform. I felt, Hina Khalid, your initial few seconds delay might have cost you a lot during the entire speech. But otherwise, I loved your speech. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Awesome. Thank you, Evaluator Abdul Gafoor. Now, since we already crossed 2 minutes from our given time, we'll stop here with the panel discussion. My only point is we could have seen the business session done and to see how parliamentary procedures is followed. Maybe we missed on that part, but I'm sure with so many guests coming in, probably that was planned in such a way that no business session for today, probably. But thank you very much for having me as your general evaluator. Please make sure in the poll, you put all the names. I'll just repeat: Omar Farooq, Ramasamy, Abdul Gafoor, Ricky, Srinivasan, Mishail, and Nishant. Thank you very much. Over to you. Over to you, Team Modi.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shahbaz Ali. Well, here at Horizon Toastmasters, really, one can witness a lot of good things, new things happening. And the evaluation session was just one of this. But to me, it was something new. I would like to acknowledge, before I will return the control to the president, I would like to acknowledge the guests and other good things that you can see here on Horizon. Our guests, distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shahbaz Ali and distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Gafoor. But if you will excuse me, distinguished Toastmasters, I would like to acknowledge really such an amazing speaker with so much confidence at a young age. I would like to acknowledge Gavalier Ishant. I would like to give you a big round of applause. Everyone, it's been an amazing night or day wherever you are. I enjoyed listening to the speeches, lots of lessons from the prepared speeches, inspirations from the table topics, and of course, the inputs from the evaluation session. I would like to return the podium, the control, with these words: on the day, live today like it's the last day. Not everyone agrees, but who cares? Because definitely it's not forbidden. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Noel Invento, for wonderfully piloting today's meeting. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Noel Invento. There were so many aha moments in this meeting. Before proceeding, I would like to hand over podium to Princess Eliza to announce.
1 second. Sorry, Hassan.
Yes.
DTM Ali want to say something, and also please do the poll.
Sure.
Yeah, Mr. President, please remove my name from the poll. I was just a moderator. All the hard work was done by them. So please do not vote for me or remove my name. Thank you.
I believe we can avoid voting for DTM Ali Shahbaz, and we can vote for poll has already been launched.
And nobody
has voted so far.
Unable to
I
vote.
voted actually, but it showed polling not start. The polling didn't start or it didn't end.
Yeah,
I
polling is not working.
Can we launch the poll again, Toastmaster Zarek? Here we are. The poll.
Do we have a poll dancer?
Can you see now?
Yeah, now people are voting.
Yeah, can now.
It's not working.
Meanwhile, I would like to congratulate everyone who participated in today's meeting. Honestly, DTM Ali Shahbaz, DTM Abdul Gafoor, DTM Gerald, Gavalier, Ishant, and everyone else, they did a great job out here. Really inspired from everyone. A huge round of applause for everyone. Now, I would like to hand over virtual podium to Toastmaster Eliza to announce the winners and present certificates.
Give me a moment.
Sure.
Um, Sorry. Give me a moment. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Again, let's have pole dancer first.
Sorry.
Entertainment.
I like Vicky for the pole dancing. Go
Yeah,
for it. Go
Yeah,
for
when
it.
you think your hand is
It's Paula, P-O-L-L. Pole dance.
O-L-L. P-O-L. Oh, pole.
Yeah.
No, I have
For the pole.
P-O-L-E. You can pole dance on the thing. What's that thing behind everybody? What's that thing?
North Pole.
What's that? No, what's that thing behind everybody in the virtual background?
That is like
Famous
Solar
Tower.
Is that forbidden? Is that forbidden?
As of now, yes.
Oh, it's forbidden. I said it's
It's not yet
poison.
open.
Is it open?
But you can pole dance on the outside of it. No?
Is
Yes.
it open?
Your
You can pole dance up it.
Yes, princess.
Wait.
See it.
I don't know what happened. It's so slow. Okay. It's very slow. I'm so sorry. So before that, let me just give a big round of applause to our guests as an appreciation to our distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shahbaz as the general evaluator, and also our evaluator, DTM Abdul Gafoor, as our district director 79. Thank you also to DTM Gerald Ong as a table topic master. Thank you very much to Toastmaster Ramasamy Irulandi as an evaluator. Also a big thank you for Ishan Ramasani Gavalier as a timer. I also want to say thank you to DTM Twyla Stout as a thought master. And congratulations for the best table topic, Gavalier Ishan. Big round of applause. And also congratulations for the best speaker, Toastmaster Joseph Cardona, and congratulations to finishing your level 1. And just for your information, Horizon Toastmaster already have 5 people that finished their level 1. So congratulations, Horizon. And also this is for Diana for your for always come to us and give a try in the table topic. And the last, congratulations, best evaluator, Umar Farooq Awad. Okay, thank you. And the last, before I pass the podium to our president, let me share something. You're welcome. Please let me share something for our night. Ding, ding. Can everyone see? Yes, it's visible.
Okay. We can't hear, Eliza, we can't hear.
You can share the computer sound like this.
Can we reshare the screen and share the sound as well? Toastmaster Eliza?
Thank you. Can you hear the music? No.
We couldn't hear the music.
No, cannot.
Seriously? Yes.
Mafi?
Yes.
Ya,
It's
Seriously.
a token of appreciation for our regional director for coming in and evaluating our meeting. Really appreciate you taking out time for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay,
Thank you.
Eliza. Woo.
Toastmaster Eliza, for that wonderful video, for our DTM Ali Shahbaz for coming in today. I would like to conclude with one quote by Sheetal Patidar. Break the shackles that block your way to destination. But I have another quote. Henry Ward Beecher. Well married, a person has wings. Well married, a person has wings. Poorly married, shackles. Who would break those chains today? So this adjourns our meeting today. And now I would like to take comments from our guests.
I think DTM Ali Shahbaz wants to speak.
Yes, please. I would like him. I would like to take his input regarding today's meeting.
Thank you very much. Our sister Eliza has been following up with me since a month back to come in the meeting today. So we had some protocols to follow, but we made sure we keep it kind of okay for everybody. And I was like, our district director must be in a meeting wherever the ID or the RA is going. So he got dragged into this. Sorry about that, DD Abdul Gafoor. And
Okay.
so I'm happy to be here with Horizons. It was a pleasure and so much of great energy here. So keep it going. And thank you for allowing me to do something innovative. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Ali. We thoroughly enjoyed, and it was the first time that I heard the evaluation session like a practice. It was amazing, honestly amazing. Thanks a lot for taking out time today.
I just wanted to make dinner.
Abdul Gafoor, would you like to
Wanted
say a few
ready when
words
it got
about the meeting?
Dear President, thank you once again. Fellow Toastmasters, please don't take it as a whitewashing statement. Whenever I attend Horizon Toastmasters Club meeting, we learn a lot. That positivity is there, innovation is there. Today was not an exception. Today, the presence of our beloved ID made a huge difference too. And of course, I am taking home a lot of memories out of this meeting. Thank you so much for the invitation. I really enjoyed.
Sorry, before that, can I ask for the permission from the DTM Ali and also DTM Abdul Gafoor that whatever you are speaking, we are going to put for our comments and feedback in our promotion. Thank you.
Thank you for the disclaimer, Toastmaster Eliza. Very encouraging comments from DTM Abdul Gafoor. Thanks a lot. Moving on to Toastmaster Ramasamy. As a guest, he was our evaluator today as well. Would like to have a few comments from him.
Thank you, President. First, I would like to thank our Toastmaster Eliza for inviting me and also for providing the opportunity to do this role as a evaluator. And also, I would like to thank our district area Region 16, Region 11 Director DTM Ali for coming up with an innovative method of evaluations, the panel evaluation. It was really a wonderful and interesting one. Thank you very much for that. And also, I'd like to thank all the Horizon Toastmasters because it was full of stars, and I'm seeing that all our experts, speakers, and the way you are conducting the meeting, the way you are preparing the meeting, that publishing the agenda well in advance. And every time you are bringing up new people to your club to make it more interesting. So I love it very much. Thank you. Back to the president.
We would like to thank you, Toastmaster Ramasamy, for those wonderful comments. Thanks a lot. Moving on to our guest, Gavalier Ishant. Would you like to say a few words about today's meeting?
Yes, today's meeting was really interesting and exciting. It was a stupendous meeting, believe me. Everyone did a great job and it made this meeting really a wonderful meeting. This meeting is full of shining stars in this club, like Toastmaster, the president, the vice president, the VPP, and everyone in this meeting has made this meeting a stupendous meeting. And thank you, Toastmaster Eliza, for inviting me to this wonderful meeting. Back to you, President.
Thank you, Gavalier Ishan, for being the star of tonight. We really enjoyed your role today and your comments, especially in evaluation session. You were more than a timer today. Moving on to our guest from America, Toastmaster Twyla. She was the thought master of the day, and she told us about the aha moments, and we had so many aha moments in today's meeting. Would like to have few comments from you.
Thank you everyone for having me at your meeting today. I am so impressed by this club. Every time I come, I find something new to go back and tell my other clubs, you should see what they're doing over there. You should see what that club does. You should take this idea and try it out. So I'm going, aha, 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 aha. I'm writing like crazy on my little notebook pad because you are so far ahead of so many with your technology uses in this club and your professional speeches. You are absolutely champions because you are a model club, a world famous model club. You are stupendous, as the young man says. So congratulations on another meeting. Well done, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Twyla, for that comment of being a model club. We are a model club because of the participants and guests and the way they encourage us and help us prepare our agendas and help us conduct our meetings. Thanks a lot. Moving on to a few comments from our guest Harshini Ramasamy. If you are around.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi Harshini, can you share with us your thoughts and comments regarding today's meeting?
To be honest, this Horizon Club never fails to make me happy. Like every time I attend Horizon Toastmaster, I learn something new, like word of the day. And this is an example of how a club should be inviting the members. The Cavaliers also giving them opportunity to showcase their talent. I'm just impressed by all of them. And also so many world leaders are coming over here, international region director. It's so nice, it's just so inspiring. And I really got inspired from the Horizon Club, and I would also implicate it in my club too in Saudi. But I really love this. Every time I come over here, I have a smile in my face when I leave. And also, Toastmaster Eliza never fails me to make me happy. One of the best Toastmaster I have ever seen. She's very encouraging and a sweet person. Thank you for inviting me. Back to you.
Thank you, Gavalier Harshini.
Thank you very much. I recorded.
And Toastmaster Eliza is a princess at heart and in spirit as well. So this meeting stands adjourned, and I would like to have a few more comments from our guests, but we can take a picture if everyone can switch on their videos so that we can take a picture. Who is taking the picture, by the way? Dear VP?
Eliza.
Okay.
Smile without teeth. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone for coming in today. It was, again, a great meeting.
Did you just say smile without teeth? Is that what you said? Is that what
Sorry,
you said?
Yes.
Smile without
teeth.
Why?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Just joking.
That made us laugh. That was very funny.
Eliza, I paid so much for this.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Okay, please one more time. Smile with teeth.
With teeth.
Give me a moment.
Jamila ka.
Okay, thank you very much.
We are
Please,
smiling with Toastmaster
please
Ali.
see our Facebook, and also don't forget next 20 seconds we have our past international president department to come to join our meeting.
And I would like to announce that on September 18th, we are going to have open house. We would really appreciate if you can spread the word around among your friends, and we will share the details of that meeting and agenda later. Moreover, we have with us guest Petra, if you would like to share with us few comments.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. If it's not forbidden, I would spend the next 20 minutes praising your meeting, but I would take 2 seconds to praise your meeting by saying I second all the other guests, every evaluator who said great things about your meeting. I second. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
guest
to
Petra.
see you, DTM Petra.
Our meeting, and we would like to see you in our upcoming meetings as well.
Thank you so much.
Hassan, give Diana the chance to speak.
Just before that, from Ankit, if you don't mind.
She just said thank you. You're welcome.
Love you, Diana.
You're welcome, Diana. You're always welcome here.
Yes. Ankit, would you like to share a few comments? I guess he's not around. That completes our guests. Toastmaster Hina, this was your induction day, and this was your first, first day where you delivered the speech. Few comments from you.
It's a very good day for me, but as I said in the table topic, real challenging day, because I am just waiting until the meeting is over to run to my mom. But still, it's a good feeling to be around here, and I feel refreshed, even though I was a little bit, low down. I feel refreshed being here and listening to everybody and seeing to the positivity of the whole meeting. And the way how these meetings are taken forward every time, it inspires me. I have attended previous meetings of yours, not as a member, but I'm proud to be a member among you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Eliza, especially for you.
Thank you, Hina. Thank you, Hina, for those wonderful
And
comments.
prayers and healing for your mom from all of us, right?
Yes.
Prayers and healing
Thank
for
you
your
so
mom.
much. Yeah.
And happy belated birthday to your father, Lada.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And you know what's coming up, guys, right?
Yeah.
What's coming up on the 14th?
Lada's birthday.
I hear the rumor is some unicorn is having a birthday. Did anyone else hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sending cakes to all of us. Don't worry.
And wait, who was it? I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, but there was a happy birthday sign behind her. Gavalier, the female Gavalier. She had a happy birthday sign. Was it her birthday?
Hashimi.
Actually, it is my sister who was that. In her background, it was written "Happy Birthday, Agni," but it was written in the past year for me.
Oh, so happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Yesterday was your birthday, actually.
Yeah. Toastmaster Noah was rather quiet today. If you would like to say a few words about the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan. Well, I unfortunately ran into some situation I couldn't attend earlier, but the part I attended, as usual, I enjoyed very much. And I was very glad to finally meet you, Henna. I didn't meet you before. This is my first time to see you speaking. You did really well. Congratulations. And to all new members. I am also very proud of Mashail. She did really handle the counter role very well. And of course, our handsome timer. I think he won all hearts today.
Yeah.
And thank you to our International Director, DTM Shahbaz, for joining our meeting today. It was a pleasure meeting you here as well. And please come again. Thank you.
Definitely. Would be looking forward to have you, DTM Ali, Shahbaz, and DTM Abdul Gafoor in our future meetings as well. If you could make it, please.
Inshallah. Myself and Abdul Gafoor, we are on the first gear of the term beginning. As soon as we change gears, let's see how the term goes.
Right. No, we wish you all the best in your upcoming term.
Thank you.
DTM Ali, please give a few words for Horizon. I'm recording for it.
You are recording now?
Yeah.
There's no 1, 2, 3 take.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Horizons Toastmasters Club, for having me here tonight. It was a wonderful opportunity doing the GE role with Horizon Toastmasters. We did something amazing today. Normally people tell us that how can we get the general evaluator role credited in pathways? In which level can you do that? And here is where my research started. I saw that we can credit general evaluator role in pathways. And how did we do it? We did a discussion today. And that's how you credit your roles. There's hardly any role you cannot credit in pathways. You can always do something looking at the competencies. So New Horizons, thank you for giving us that opportunity to actually expand our horizons. Thank you, Horizons Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, DTM, for those wonderful comments, and we are going to use those comments. Our counter, Mishail, you did a really good job today, honestly, and with the panel discussion. If you would like to say a few words in the end.
Thank you, Muhammad Hassan. I really like, I'm happy with what I have so far. I have joined just before 1.5 months or 2 months. I didn't expect myself to do all of this during this month, but I really want to thank my mentor, Omar Farouk, and Elise, and you, Muhammad Hassan. You always push me to do the best, and like working hard to improve myself and accomplish my goal for joining Toastmaster. Thank you.
We wish you all the best, and you are our rising star, Toastmaster Mishail.
Thank you.
So we forgot about our pilot of tonight. He did a really good job. Toastmaster Noel, few words from you, please.
I would like to, of course, I would like to thank Horizon for always giving me. You called me, right? All right.
Yes.
All right. So I would like to thank the. I would like to thank Horizon.
Please go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Please go ahead.
Okay. But Horizon, thank you for always giving me a chance and opportunity to just being Timothy. And it's always a great meeting. So thank you, and thank you for pushing me, Eliza. Thank you for always pushing me, and Ricky, and of course you, our president, Muhammad Hassan. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Noel. So meeting stands adjourned. Whoever wants to leave can leave now. Of course, I think we are way over our time. Thanks once again, DTM Ali. Thanks once again, DTM Abdul Gafoor, everyone who joined in. And but I would like to have few comments from Joseph, our ISA president, Joseph, and our. You are consistently delivering speeches. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much to our president, Muhammad Hassan. It was an amazing session, what we have tonight, and it's a mesmerizing. I always think of Horizon as the best club here in the Eastern area. That's why I keep coming here and delivering my speech. I learn a lot from the guys, especially the evaluation session. Timer is amazing. The way that the general evaluation took today is a different thing for me. So I get surprised and I learned many things. And it's nice to see everyone here, it's cooperating, that everyone is happy. I can see the chat box, it's keep all the messages and the praises keep going and going. So there's no dull moment on this club. So with that, everyone is keep coming. Thank you so much and good luck to everyone. Congratulations to the Horizon family. Back to you, President Muhammad Hassan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. So yeah, Lada, what's up?
Huh? What do you mean, what's up? Me up. What do you mean, what's up? Anyway, thank you everyone who gave me the emails. Anyone who wants to do the eval contest. So on Saturday. Oh, am I being recorded?
I think we can stop the recording now.
You can stop, Hassan.